name is Mr. Nta Akure. I'm here to talk about the StarTime Solar experience that was recently installed to the present facility I manage. We've had some issues when it comes to powering the facility. We made a contact with the StarTime's company, and on the long run, we're able to get into partnership with them, where they formally installed the current inverter machine. The installation of this very inverter gave us a cut in our cost implications when it comes to the usage in power, both in PACN and also the diesel purchase to our generator.
It's a place very close to you, a place easily accessible in a serene environment with adequate security. Ade Super Hotels Limited is the place with the state-of-the-art facility, spacious car park, air-conditioned rooms and suites with modern toilet facilities, standard swimming pool, well-stocked indoor and outdoor baths, boardroom for corporate meetings, halls for all kinds of events and parties, a gymnasium equipped with up-to-date facilities, restaurants that provide local and continental dishes with special services for banquet and buffet. Laundry services are also available. At Ade Super Hotels Limited, you are assured of 24 hours power supply as well as best ever reception that you can imagine. Ade Super Hotel is located at Elisha Road, PO Box 3028, Akure, Ondo State. Telephone 0803 440 4358, 034 206 855. Email adesuperhotels@yahoo.com. Website www.adesuperhotels.com. Ade Super Hotels Limited, hotel with passion for maximum comfort.
Nta Akure ti lọ àmẹ́rí Afọlábí ọmọ Fáyẹ̀hùn ti lọ. Èmi ìmọ̀lú èyí kí ló ti ọmọ rẹ̀ o. Nta Akure ti lọ. Àìsí Fọlábí Fáyẹ̀hùn wàá gbé mi gùn. Nta Akure tulẹ̀ tó kó. Ó ṣe orí ti gòkè àlọ́. Yẹ́sìmí Nta Akure lọ. Ojú dápò. Afọlábí ọmọ Fáyẹ̀hùn lọ lùlù Àkúrẹ́. Gèdègèdè ìlú Àkúrẹ́ mìtìtì. Kúkú ìwò ṣìdà. Ètò ìsìnkú rẹ̀. Àti àṣẹ lè yí. Ẹjọ́ Jímọ̀. Lọ́níjọ́ kejìdínlógún. Oṣù kẹrin. Ọdún yìí. Kíkọ́ orin alẹ́. Ọlẹ́ ìgbàgbọ́. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ láago mẹ́rin. Ìrọ̀lẹ́. Lójúlé kéne. Ọ̀gbọ́n Fọlábí. Fáyẹ̀hùn close. Lọ́dúnwẹ́túyì quarters l'Àkúrẹ́. Sátidé. Níjọ́ kọkàndínlógún. Láago mẹ́wàá òwúrọ̀. Kòsè abẹ́lé. À ń ṣàdúrà. Sára àbádẹ́mọ. Lúdẹ̀rẹ̀. Lójúlé kan. Lọ́dúnwẹ́túyì. Káti ìgbàbọ̀ lọ́mọ gẹ̀gẹ̀gẹ̀ lọ sétí ubojì. Kárìyàn sinmi ayérayé. Ebi ọ̀tún. Ebi òsì. Kété olóyè Àkúrẹ́. Pátákó Gídírò. Kété ni ó ṣe léde lẹ́yìn rẹ̀. Ẹ̀ ọmọ lápapọ̀. Ẹ̀ ọmọfọ. Ikú rẹ̀ á tètè yá. Ẹ̀ àbákọ́ fẹ́ràn ọmọ. Òmòsùnlé. Ẹ dẹmọ. Bí ọba bòmírìn. Èjì ẹgbẹ́ rẹ̀. Káre wà bá dẹmọ. Ọmọ oníkì sọ ọgbà òjò ọmọ ọba. Ọmọ oníkì sọ ọ̀bùn pààrà òdì rẹ̀. Ọmọ oníkì kọ̀ọ̀kan bùlàbùlà kókóró dèdè. Kóṣọ́ kókóró dèdè. Èrú làwọn. Ẹ̀gbọ̀fà làwọn. Ẹ̀kọ́ wẹ̀nìwẹ̀nìkè lúlẹ̀ làwọn sẹ́mi ọmọ. Ọmọ ní pẹrẹbùtù kó sọ bí okókò ṣìyẹ yẹ ọmọ. Ní pẹrẹbùtù bá ti sọ náà rẹ̀ méjì. Ọ̀rọ̀ máa yẹ́rà òjò ọmọ ọba. Olùsègùn sí mògùn bí adó. Mẹ́rà rẹ̀ dàbọ̀. Àrígbẹ́jẹ lúlẹ̀ rẹ̀. Eré wọn ọ̀yẹ̀. Òun àrígbẹ́jẹ lúlẹ̀ rẹ̀. Ọmọ nípàdé rẹ̀ òkèdà. Ẹ̀ṣá ká fìyó. Ọmọ bẹ̀rí ọdẹ sádọ̀ ọ̀gọ́ tó kẹdà rodò. Ẹ̀dà ọ̀hún. Àfin ẹ̀dẹ̀mọ ní gbé. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ kètèkètè ọmọ. Ní kéde fọ. Àbá ẹ̀dẹ̀mọ. Nílẹ̀ Àkúrẹ́ ilé tó kó. Ọmọ tẹ lọ lùlù Àkúrẹ́ o.
Sometimes great things are worth waiting for, and for those who crave and wait, the experience is truly memorable. Introducing the new Dano evaporated milk, a creamy, tasty, nourishing way to start your day.
Very creamy and delicious. Now that's worth the wait.
Try Dano Full Cream and Dano Cool Cow evaporated milk and taste the Dano difference.
My name is Mr. Nta Akure. I'm here to talk about the StarTime Solar experience that was recently installed to the present facility I manage. We've had some issues when it comes to powering the facility. We made a contact with the StarTime's company, and on the long run, we're able to get into partnership with them, where they formally installed the current inverter machine. The installation of this very inverter gave us a cut in our cost implications when it comes to the usage in power, both in PACN and also the diesel purchase to our generator.
On the news tonight, experts advocate local production to boost global competitiveness. Akure residents decry moral decline. Residents demand more primary health care workers. Good evening and welcome to Nta Akure News at 7. I'm Ifeoluwa Moshile. Guests on Good Morning Nigeria want Nigeria to navigate the economic challenges that will occur due to impending tariff hike by the United States of America. Guests are advocating for prioritizing diversification of its trade relationships and exports, strengthening ties with other countries, especially within Africa. Lydia Sampson reports.
In the Nigerian economy, the guests are optimistic that expanding trade with China, India, and the European Union could open new opportunities. Additionally, they believe leveraging regional frameworks like the African Continental Free Trade Area can boost intra-African trade. To make Nigeria a trade hub, genuine coordination and commitments to protocols, they say, must be implemented.
It's a wake-up call for nations like Nigeria, who are giants in their own right, but who have been punching below belt. So that from this moment, we know that there might continue to be Trumps coming in different parts of the world. Everybody for himself, God for us all.
The global economy is slowing down. It will affect commodity prices. And here we are heavily reliant on oil and gas. Our diversification is we are still too dependent on oil and gas for our export earnings. So that is very critical to reduce vulnerability.
The guests agreed that tentative impending 14% tariff hike by the US presents significant challenges for Nigeria's economy, particularly as it grapples with declining oil prices and currency depreciation.
China, Mexico, all
of them,
yes, all of them will be looking for areas where they will dump their goods. We need to look at that very critically and see how to step.
The tariff, they noted, undermined Nigeria's advantage under the African Growth and Opportunity Act, AGOA, which previously allowed duty-free access for many Nigerian goods, making them competitive in the US market. As the impending implementation of the tariffs unfolds and the 90-day window, the guests noted key sectors such as crude oil, gas, and non-oil exports like apparel are exempted from the 14% tariff imposition. They insist domestically Nigeria must focus on enhancing infrastructure, supporting local industries, and providing incentives for non-oil exports. Policies aimed at improving product standards and export readiness, they believe, can help Nigerian goods compete globally by fostering resilience through diversification and regional collaboration. Nigeria can reduce vulnerability to external shocks while strengthening its economy. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
In the face of the current moral decadence in the society, residents of Akure opined that it is essential to understand the root causes of these issues and work towards finding lasting solutions. Helen Undubisi reports that they also called on all the residents to take active steps towards curbing this growing menace.
Moral decadence is characterized by a departure from traditional norms to a rise in behaviors that are considered unacceptable. It can have far-reaching consequences, from increased crime and violence to social unrest and community fragmentation. Some people who spoke with NTA News say that moral standards help in shaping the society.
The foundation is very important. It will start from home. The training of these children, the upbringing, is so bad that there's no more moral teaching. Parents do not have time for their children. And even children have been so corrupted by the social media, the TV, and all what they are seeing.
Our urge will be telling us, let me prepare for my kids, let me prepare for the future to come, let me prepare, and everything you are preparing, if there is no moral there, those people will come back to squander it.
The causes, I think, is from individual background. Their parents then teach them how to relate with people in the society and the type of clothes to put on. But if you look at today's, everything has sink.
They also noted upholding moral standards starts with individual actions and choices.
Nothing should take our attention away from these children. We should look at the way they behave. They should not. Stealing is one of it. You don't allow your children to bring anything that does not belong to him or her, to the home. We should watch them closely, that they respect their elders. We should watch them that they don't tell lies. We should watch the way they behave at home. When we pay attention to that, and we have that solid foundation in them, then we go with it.
Let everybody practicalize what he believes that is moral.
If we can get it right from our home, I think the society will be better.
It was therefore highlighted that moral decadence is a complex issue that needs to be tackled through collaborative efforts in a bid to create a better future for the community. In Akure, Helen Ndubisi, NTA News.
Efforts at bridging the care gap in the primary health care sector in Ondo State is gradually receiving a boost with the recent establishment of laboratories and modern electrification system in some health care centers to aid effective health care delivery. Some major key players in the primary health care sector in Akure disclosed these while speaking with our correspondent. The healthcare system plays a crucial role in ensuring the well-being of the populace by facilitating early detection, treatment, and cure of various ailments. Statistics indicate that 70% of Nigerians depend on primary healthcare facilities for medical attention. A visit to some primary healthcare centers in Akure, Ondo State capital, confirmed this, as many residents were seen seeking medical care at these facilities. Ondo State's primary healthcare system, designed to bring healthcare closer to the people, comprises 604 centers spread across 208 wards.
One of the innovations that the PAC is doing in Ondo State under the leadership of our amiable governor is issue of bringing health services to people without putting holes in their pocket. You know, there's Contributing Health Commission, which the state government is funding, and also with the support of the federal government, make it mandatory that all pregnant women and children under 5 months access our health facilities without paying a kobo.
So primary health care majorly will deal with preventive, we give preventive health care services to our people. When we talk about preventive health care services, it starts from the non-specific and the specific. The specific ones include, giving vaccinations and immunization to eligible group of people.
However, concerns are being raised over the need for improved healthcare services, particularly in the area of human resources. Many believe that employing more healthcare workers will help address the shortages currently affecting service delivery.
I want them to give people more attention, because I think the level of staff here is not that much, but we are still appreciative with their support.
The way they are using their services here, they are okay, and they are really trying. But the only problem they have is that delay.
I want to use this opportunity to urge Mr. Governor, to plead with Mr. Governor that we need workers, staff in the Ondo State health system. Not only doctors, nurses, pharmacists.
It is therefore hoped that just as recruitment efforts have been made in the education sector, similar attention will be given to the health sector to bridge this gap and enhance primary healthcare services in Ondo State. Cautions and road signs play vital roles in ensuring safety and orderliness on the road. These aids serve as invaluable tools for drivers, cyclists and pedestrians, offering crucial details such as speed limits, road conditions, dangers, directions and rules. In this special report, Abdulkarim Ahmed examines the significance of cautions and road signs on the road and the need for road users to adhere strictly to them.
According to the statistics from the Federal Road Safety Corps (FRSC) in Ondo State, 2,423 people were involved in road accidents in 2024, resulting in 170 deaths and 778 injuries, which majorly might be caused by non-adherence to cautions and road signs, among other causes. The sector commander of the Corps in the state, Samuel Ibitoye, emphasized the importance of following road signs, stressing that ignoring them may have serious consequences such as collisions, injuries, as well as legal consequences.
Road signs are to tell us they enhance road safety, they actually they reduce road traffic crashes on the road. Because when you approach a bend and you see a road sign that the bend is towards the right, and you're approaching a bend towards the left. So even in the night, you actually see a reflective road sign reflecting, telling you at the beam of your light, you see a story told by road signs telling you what to do and what not to do.
As each sign on the road, such as a stop sign, pedestrian crossing, or warning for a sharp turn has a specific reason for being there, motorists are urged to follow them closely as many accidents occur due to impatience, speeding, and careless driving, especially on highways.
It's very important because in those days you have fewer vehicles on the road, but today you have more, and you have especially zebra crossing where you have children in schools. Most times you see children come out of schools and they run into the road because those signs are not there.
The importance of road sign is to prevent accident and to make people know. Maybe when you are approaching bend, that you should slow down, should not drive with speed and enter any bend on the road. That of road sign cannot be overemphasized because it guides the people using roads on how they should use the road.
Motorists are advised to obey the rules and to make use of road signs that are there on the road. And they also advise, please, not to deface road signs.
It is believed that exercising caution while driving not only reduces the risks of accident, but also safeguards lives and promotes a seamless flow of traffic, as adhering to road signals is not just a legal obligation, but also a societal duty that safeguards all individuals on the road. In Akure, Abdulkarim Ahmed, NTA News.
You are still watching Nta Akure News at 7. We shall be back in a moment. Please stay with us.
In commemorating the resurrection of Jesus Christ and making this year Easter celebration a memorable one for our children, Nta Akure, through its dynamic station, has packaged a lot of activities to make this year's Easter Children Party fun-filled. This year's Easter Children's Party will feature bouncy castle, games, and lots of gifts. Date 21st April 2025, Easter Monday. Venue Nta Akure Information Village, Ondo Road, Akure. Time 12 p.m. Gate fee 4,000 naira per child. You can get your access card at our office, Nta Akure Information Village, Ondo Road, Akure. For more inquiry, call Bingwei on 080-6979-7004, Jide 070-3458-3845. Come and experience your Easter celebration like never before.
I call him Jehovah, you answer my prayer.
You're welcome back. You can also watch us on our social media handles, Facebook at Nta Akure and also on YouTube at Nta Akure. There are light reductions in the prices of food items in Akure, the Ondo State capital, compared to the soaring prices witnessed in the first quarter of 2025. This downward trend in prices during a recent market survey within Akure metropolis has led residents expressing optimism in the policies of the federal government for the crashing prices of staple food commodities. Let's join our correspondent for details. This is the popular Erekeson market in Akure with trade and commerce at its peak. NTA observed noticeable crash in prices of staple food items like rice, beans and garri compared to the early part of the year. This drop in prices has brought joy to sellers who say they are experiencing increased patronage.
So Nigeria rice then, some will buy 75,000, some will buy 90,000, some will buy 85,000. But now, the lowest one now is 65,000 naira.
We praise government for the coming down of food stuff now, because when it has come down now, market is moving more than before. But they should help us to let it come down more.
However, the prices of perishable items like pepper, tomatoes and onions have gone up. Sellers attribute this hike to rising transportation costs.
If you then buy cheap for our side, to carry and come now be the cocoa. Before then they carry one bag, 1,015 naira. Now almost 7,000 naira before you enter your shop.
I want it to reduce fuel.
Meanwhile, the prices of other items such as vegetable oil and palm oil remain high, with consumers attributing this to the activities of middlemen and market unions in the supply value chain. In Akure, Ifeolu. Up next is business news with Olajumoke Oladimeji.
The federal government has announced a significant improvement in the stability of Nigeria's power grid, attributing it to the installation of an additional 700 megawatts in transmission capacity. The Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, said this when he received the EU ambassadors in Nigeria, Gautier Mignot, in his office in Abuja. The minister explained that this administration has recorded two major milestones in the power sector in Nigeria. He said number one is the highest average daily power consumption, over 20,000 kilowatts hours if achieved, which has never been achieved before, he said. In another development, the federal government has stated that the total sum of 777 billion naira will be used to complete the ongoing reconstruction of the 700-kilometer Abuja to Kaduna, Zaria to Kano road. Also, it has set a 14-month completion deadline for the reconstruction of Section 2 of the project, which was awarded to a construction company at the cost of 525 billion naira. Speaking at the flag-off ceremony, Minister of Works, Engineer David Humal, stated that the 777 billion naira allocation will be used to complete the remaining 282 kilometers of the Abuja-Kaduna Zaria road project. That will be all on business news. In Akure, Olajumoke Oladimeji, NTA News.
For stories from the sporting world, let's join Omoyenwe Umbun on Sports Updates.
Nigeria's Flying Eagles will begin their quest for an 8th continental title against Tunisia, Kenya and Morocco in Group B of the 2025 Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations, scheduled to take place in Egypt from April 27 to May 18 at the redraw conducted in the headquarters